Alright guys, this video is going to be a little different from my usual game reviews because it isn't a review. Zero4 Champ RR is a drag racing game, and the racing aspect is pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, it's also an RPG kind of, so there's a lot of Japanese to read through. Like, chapters and chapters of it. Let's start with the story mode, and I'll show you what I mean. From here, you need to take a driver's test. The game explains the gas, brake, and clutch buttons. Yep, a Super Famicom racing game with a clutch. On top of that, while the clutch button is pressed, you move the shifter around with the D-pad. It's pretty crazy. I'll jump over to arcade mode for a moment and show you what I mean. Hold X to disengage the clutch. Then put the transmission in first by moving over and up. While holding down on the clutch button, press A to rev the engine. When the last light turns green, let go of the clutch. When you're ready to shift, press the clutch button in and tap down twice to shift into second gear, then let go. Third is up, right, up. Fourth is down, down, and so on. If it sounds hard, you are exactly right. Back to the story mode. Your instructor is going to go through all the pedals, what they do, and how to change gear. Then he'll give you some instructions. There's only so much I can read, and without pausing the game every few seconds to translate, I've never actually passed the driving test. Which is fine, because there's no way I'm going to be able to make it through the rest of the game given the amount of dialogue. At some point, you get a job as a security guard, you have to fight people and play mahjong, and that's actually the part I want to do the most is play mahjong, and earn money to buy and upgrade cars. Fortunately, there is a versus mode where you can get straight into the action. Basically, you just pick your car, pick your upgrades, and you're off to the races. Picking the right upgrades requires only a basic amount of Japanese literacy. The races themselves, though, are brutal. It took a few hours of playing before I could get past the first race, and I've never even beaten the second one. If you win, you get to spin a wheel that rewards you with more money to upgrade your car. There's also a time attack mode where you can compete against other save files on the cartridge, and supposedly the game supports up to 5 players. Aside from the Zero4 Champ series, developer and publisher Media Rings also developed Tecmo World Cup Soccer, Balls, Runabout 2, which I'll be reviewing later, and this little gem named Toilet Kids, a game where you literally shoot the shit. Maybe one day I'll become fluent enough to play through this game. Until then, I'll just admire it and be grateful it exists. Oh yeah, and like, comment, subscribe, tell me what games I should review, blah blah blah, you know the gist.